Okay. So I haven't done a video in quite some time. And I actually was thinking about this and I said, let me make a video about this because this is random, but I'm sitting here thinking about it. So over a year ago, I started going to the doctor and I would tell her that I had, this weird awareness on my right side. It wasn't exactly pain, but it was discomfort. Anyway, so first they checked me, then they did a sonogram, and the doctor kind of like dismissed me and said that it was fibroids. And I was like, yeah, but I have other fibroids and I've never felt them. Especially not like uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable. So anyway, then I went back, probably 6 months ago for my annual checkup. And I mentioned it again. I said, I'm still aware of that side. And again, we checked it. I believe we did a CAT scan at that point. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that, when she saw the images, she became alarmed and was like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is growing or whatever. And then sent me for another kind of exam and was like, no, it's fibroids. Kind of like, there's nothing to worry about. It's just fibroids. So then in January of this year, I go to the chiropractor and he does an x-ray. When you're going to the chiropractor, they do x-rays. And he showed me the film. He said, you have something really strange coming up on the film. Just go to your doctor. And I said, she's been saying that it's fibroids. So anyway, I go back to her with the image of what the chiropractor gave me, and she was very adamant about, oh yeah, well that's why chiropractors aren't doctors. And she said those are fibroids. And I said, okay, I kind of pushed it that, can you take another look? So she looked at it again, and then she said, oh, I feel something. Let's take you to an ultrasound. So right there and then, without making an appointment, she took me over to the other side and they did an ultrasound, and she was all alarmed again. And she's like, oh yeah, no, let's have a CT with something, I forgot what it was, a CT scan done. By this point, I want to say that I've already mentioned it 3 or 4 times to the same doctor, and she was a roller coaster of up and down emotion and fibroids and not fibroids. And anyway, so I'm the kind of person, after a while, I'm not an alarmist. I don't become alarmed, and I'm just like, whatever. So when I had that done, she then kind of like took it seriously, and I said, I don't really trust your judgment. I want a second opinion. And I asked another doctor to take a look at it, and he looked at the CT scan and said, yeah, this is not fibroids, and it's got to come out. So on Monday, I was scheduled to have it removed. Luckily for me, that it wasn't anything dangerous, but it was a calcified cyst, and it legitimately grew in size, and he said it was like hard as a rock. It's like bone. And sure enough, it was pressing against me, and that's the reason that I was uncomfortable. So the only reason I'm sharing this is because clearly we have to be our own, watchdogs. I knew that I felt discomfort, and I didn't feel that before. And I'm just glad that it wasn't serious, but I am glad because now next time I feel anything, I'm going to be, I'll make sure that I push along the fact that, yes, no, I want to know what it is and that I'm going to be okay. So I just thought I would share that. Oh, and by the way, I found out about this a couple of weeks before our wedding. And we had to postpone our honeymoon so that I could have surgery. And let's just say my new husband had to do the in sickness came quicker than he expected, I'm sure. But everything's going to be fine, and I just wanted to share this.